Arizona and 25 other states are accusing the Trump administration of withholding hundreds of millions of dollars in disaster preparedness funding.
A new lawsuit claims the federal government's playing politics with critical funding. Our investigative reporter Amy Cutler spoke with a former FEMA administrator about it. What is the administration's justification for withholding this funding?
Well, it is really twofold. They have made it clear they want changes to election policy, and they want these states to enforce federal immigration policy. These state attorneys general, though, argue withholding money over that amounts to blackmail.
It's a little bit shocking.
Diane Criswell was the FEMA director under President Biden. She is sharing her reaction to this latest lawsuit filed by 26 state attorneys general. They argue FEMA is withholding at least $148 million to their states, using the funds as leverage, pushing them to change the way they run elections, including sharing voter rolls with DHS and assisting that agency with enforcing federal immigration law. These funds support first responders, counterterrorism, cybersecurity, and disaster response.
Play this out for me. If this were allowed to continue to go on, what do you think it might mean in the long run?
I think that state and local jurisdictions, depending on how much money they're going to withhold, are going to have to make choices, right, with whatever funding that's left available. And it's just going to reduce the level of preparedness and security for communities across the country.
Now, FEMA did not respond to my request for comment. In response to CBS News, they dismissed the lawsuit as political and called it a shift in policy. It's important to note these are funds already approved by Congress.
Amy, this group of attorneys general has already filed a similar lawsuit last year. How is this new lawsuit different?
Yeah, so they actually won the lawsuit that they filed last year. Judge determined it was unconstitutional. The Trump administration seems to have shifted its policies a little bit, but they are still moving forward, sort of saying that they have the right to do this, saying it is not political. It's just a change in their priorities.
A lot of those communities, rural communities, really need the financial help. Amy, thank you.